In this video, I'm going to show you how you can hide the student averages in the student grade book so that you can have assignments in there that are just completion assignments that won't count toward the final grade, but they don't really know that. So first of all, what we need to do is go down to Settings at the bottom of your menu and scroll all the way down to the bottom until you see More Options. Down at the very bottom, you're going to see a couple of boxes that you're going to want to check. You're going to want to hide the totals in the student grade summary, so check that box. And if you also want to hide the grade distribution graphs from students, you can do that too. And then update your course details. Okay. Now let's take a look at the student view so you can see what they're going to see when they look at their grade book. We're going to come over to Grades to look at the grade book. And as you can see, when the student looks at the grade book, they don't have a total down here, and they can't see a grade summary for each category in your grade book. But let's take a look at this Oreo Moon Phase Lab. We want the students to do this, but we don't want them to know that it's not going to count toward their final grade. But as you can see, they have a check. We're going to make them think it's out of 100. And if we tap the I, or the exclamation point rather, they can see that this assignment does not count towards the final grade. We don't want them to see that. So let's leave the student view and go fix that in our sandbox assignments. So I'm going to go into the Oreo Moon Phase Lab assignment and edit. And I'm going to take this checkbox off, and it's going to make them think that it's going to count. Now, it doesn't matter whether you leave it as complete or incomplete, but do put that it's worth 100 points to make them think they're either getting 100 points or they're getting a 0. And let's go down and hit Save. Then we're going to come to the assignments list. If you want to leave this Oreo Moon Phase Lab or whatever your assignment is in daily work or whatever group you want it, just make sure you come over here and turn the syncing off just by tapping that little green icon, and that will turn the syncing off. And just make sure you don't ever turn the syncing on for that specific assignment. So now you have an assignment here where you're making the students think that it's going to count. It doesn't really count, but they don't know that. So let's go back to the home screen. Let's go back to the student view and take a look at what they see. When they come to the Oreo Moon Phase Lab assignment, they're going to see the assignment. There won't be anything up here that says it doesn't count. And this particular test student did submit the assignment. Let's go to the grades. We can see that this student got a check out of 100. It's going to make them think that they made 100 on it, because who wants an X there? Nobody. And when we scroll down, we don't see an average. We don't see an average in each of the categories. All we see are the scores for each individual assignment. And then that will help the student know that every single thing you put in Canvas is important and they need to do it.